Hey guys, what's up? So today I'm up here with the topic called atom and its basic structure. And this chapter is a very fundamental chapter. It helps in the building block of chemistry. So without wasting a single second, let's begin up with the chapter. Now the concept is what is atom, right? So what we see is basically an atom is the smallest particle of an element. Example Cl of Cl2, O of O2, etc. Here Cl2O2 are molecules consisting of two atoms. Now see Cl2O2, these are all diatomic, and these are basically molecules. So one molecule consists of two atoms. So atom is basically the smallest particle, and earlier scientists used to say that it is the indivisible part of any element or a compound, and it cannot be divided. But later we got to see that atom has got its parts like electrons, protons, and neutrons. Okay, so it is divisible, it has got its particles. And next what we see is for a neutral atom, Z is equal to E is equal to P. This is also very fundamental because neutral atom means what? Neutral atom means it has got no charge. Protons have got positively charged, electrons have got negatively charged, and neutrons are basically no charge. So a neutral atom will be zero charged because number of electrons and number of protons are same, as you can see from the formulae. Z is equal to E is equal to P. Okay. Now next, there's a diagram where you can see there's a nucleus. In the nucleus you have got protons and neutrons, and surrounding the nucleus you have got various shells consisting of electrons. In the first shell you can see there are 2 electrons, in the second shell there are 8 electrons, and it goes on. So you must be wondering that why 2, 8 and why not 1 or 9 or some any other arrangement, right? So basically what happens is there is a rule called electronic configuration where it is the arrangement of electrons in various shells obeying certain rules like 2n square, doublet and octet. Now basically the rules are 3 rules: 2n square, doublet rule and octet rule. Based on these rules we have got some arrangements of the electrons. Okay, so basically what we see is an atom has got positive charged particles called protons, the negatively charged particles called electrons, and the neutrally charged particles called neutrons. The protons and the neutrons reside in the nucleus. The nucleus is positively charged because of the protons, as neutrons are neutrally charged, the electrons are negatively charged. The nucleus is immobile, that is the particles present in the nucleus, they cannot move from one shell to the other, so they will not go anywhere, but the electrons can leave the shell and can go to other shells. Okay, and now let's begin up with the rules. Now 2n square rule, it gives us the maximum number of electrons that can be accommodated in the nth shell, right? So what is n? N is the number of shells. For example, say if n is equal to 1, so 2 into 1 square will give you what? 2. Then if n is equal to 2, 2 into 2 square will give you 8. So in the second shell you can see there are 8 electrons. In the first shell 2 electrons, and it goes on in this way. Doublet rule tells you that the maximum number of electrons that can enter the shell is 2. Octet rule tells you that the maximum number of electrons that enter the shell is 8. Now the question is which rule to follow when, and which gets more preference over the other. Now see, basically what happens is the octet rule and the doublet rule are much more validated, are much more stable, holds stability. From the stability point of view, these two are more preferred over the 2n square rule. So first is octet rule is preferred over doublet rule, and then 2n square rule. Okay, so this is the basic concept of the entire chapter. I hope you like it, and if you have any queries you can just ask questions in the comment box. Okay, I will try to solve your doubts. Thank you so much.